So first of all, I would like to thank Shri Ganga Kumarji, Director, who has given this opportunity. It's honor and privilege for me to be part of this wonderful events. So topic is accent to algorithms. I'll introduce first my two of the colleagues, Prakash ji and Anuradha ji. Thank you. Anuradha ji has come all the way from France. She's a professor. One line summary will give you more details. Dr. Anuradha is a researcher and lecturer based in France, affiliated with the Institut, National, I don't know some French name, Civilisations, yeah.
Institute of Oriental Language.
Yes, it's called INALCO, Paris. She holds a PhD in statistics and training in linguistic, anthropology, and Indian studies. Her research focuses on multilingualism, vernacular economics, and language-based inequality in India. Her work examines how the dominance of English and the marginalization of regional languages affect educational access and economic mobility in multilingual societies. Doctor contributions draws from statistical analysis, ethnographic methods, and policy-oriented insights. Thank you so much, Nalanda, for coming here. Now another colleague who is also from IT background, Prakash, is the head of software engineering at the Smart Machine and Robotics Lab. He worked for some research. He's working for the Tata Consulting Services, part of the research and innovation, with over 20 years experience in technology and management. He previously served as a product manager for the Smart Machines Research and Innovation. He is an enterprise architect as well at TCS. He is based out of Sweden. He leads research in robotics, AI, and intelligent automation. He is recognized for driving innovation in enterprise scale smart machines and AI applications. His expertise bridges technology, strategy, software engineering, and applied robotics, making him a thought leader in intelligence system. Thank you so much, Prakash. Another leader, Rodolphe, who is based out of France, looks like he's available remotely. Amiji, is he available remotely? Okay. Okay, fine, perfectly fine. So complete my introduction. No, my village is Nalanda, Harnath. Guanamapar is the village. I had my graduation in College of Commerce, Patna. BSc, completed for my full BSc. Then went to Manipal for my engineering. Completed my engineering BTech in Electronics and Communications in 1994 from MIT Manipal. Then I had my MTech from BITS Pilani. Then I had my MBA from Symbiosis Pune. Then I had my PhD from Rajasthan. So currently working as the country head for Tech Mahindra. I'm heading the whole country. I was managing England. Now came back to India and managing the whole country. Okay. Thank you. So topic, can we start the topic now? See, accent algorithm, might have heard so many news about the AI, right? So this is a complete, they give a very, very basic definition of AI. See, AI is the ability of machine. For example, I would say as a machine, just like we discussed in the meeting, now here topic is NLP, talk about the natural language processing. So what it means, see, if you look at the AI, there is no umbrella at AI level, then you have machine learning, they have deep learning. So NLP uses all the umbrellas, okay? It uses the machine learning, deep learning, all statistical analysis. Then though either audio or speech, speech to audio, text to speech, then Google Translation, all comes under part of NLP. Now we are talking about the potential of NLP worldwide in India, in Nalanda. Now they will talk about the hurdles, what hurdles we are facing currently as of now. If we talk about the potential, see, go by the revenue wise. Potential means how many business, right? How many numbers of employments. Look at the revenue wise. By 2030, we are targeting $1 trillion revenue from AI. By 2030. By 2038, see, we are targeting to be, say, $5 trillion economy by 2027. and we'll be the third largest economy by 2027. अभी हम fourth number पे हैं. By 27, we'll be the third largest economy. By 2027, that will be $7 trillion. And by 2047, by that time we will become self-reliant, our economy will be $35 trillion. And if you go the number, go 35, 38 years, total target is now $6 to $10 trillion economy, just totally from the AI. So look at the job opportunity, look at the volume, look at the expansion. I will talk about the positive side of the AI. People have been complaining about the AI, you know. Half glass, what do you see, right? Half glass, sometimes you use a half glass full, half glass empty. I will now promote AI as a half glass full. So these are the huge opportunity about the AI. Taking example of AI, you know, how that's moving, you might have read that Accenture has started revenue, projected the revenue last quarter, $4 billion only from the AI. It's a large company. In India, it's totally in the POC stage. Let me be very frank with you. We have not grown like America, right? They are practically working on large projects, large deals. Primarily, we are in the POC, very small stage, right, compared to the AI. TCS has projected approximately $2 billion revenue from the AI. If you talk about the skill development in the AI, almost 60 to 80% of the IT industry, they have trained their resources in the AI. So, not why AI is not vertical in AI is just like horizontal. It covers to agriculture also, it covers to hospitality industry, it covers to medical industry, it's a manufacturing. Amit ji have been talking about the AI robotics, but his robotics will work when that is plugged in with the AI. Of course, there is no advantage plus point for the AI. I'll very practical example give you how it makes a difference for the AI. See, now people say AI will take your jobs. That is what we read, we discuss about that. That's not true. AI will help you to get more salary. I had to employ one candidate as a data scientist for my Mumbai, one of my customer, oil customer. And that guy was working on Java JT project, drawing 3 lakh rupees salary, okay. And company has to fire him because we don't need no legacy accounts, no skill. After 1 year joined, he went all through the trainings. He learned the AI machine learning. He became a data scientist. And I was not aware. I had to hire that same candidate. 1 year, he was so groomed himself in AI and machine learning and data science. Same guy who was thrown out of the company, we hired in 30 lakh rupees salaries. So look at the difference. You are studying legacy skills. You are reading or studying AI, machine learning, and robotics. See the salary difference. It's not AI will take your job. AI will take you to the sky, provided you will have to up a skill. Learning, relearning, unlearning is very important. Thank you so much for joining. So Rodolphe is a French robotics and AI entrepreneur, best known as the founder of Blue Frog Robotics, the company behind the personal robot Buddy. He also co-founded initiatives such as Robot Lab and has played a leading role in France, silver economy and robotics ecosystem. Under his leadership, Blue Frog Robotics has focused on socially assistive robotics for aging populations, education and inclusion use cases. Rodolphe is a frequent speaker and has been recognized internationally for innovation in robotics and AI. His vision combines human-centric robotics, ethical deployment, and scalable innovation, making him a compelling voice at tech and society events. Thank you so much, Rodolphe, for joining. So I'll give you some of the examples. We were talking about Indian LLM. Currently, we have all the large language models, primarily from America. Whether we talk about the Chat GPT or Gemini or Amazon Key or Watson, these are all from US. Even OpenAI, they have come to 4.5 recently. Gemini is they come to 2.5. That's not only generative AI, that's an agentic AI. Agentic AI is generative. What is the difference? I can tell you a difference. So agentic AI, for example, that generates the content, that generates the text, that will help you in designing. But what will happen to agentic AI? That will help you end-to-end workflow. For example, as a Mahindra, as a car, suppose that you come from carry the food from Nasik to Delhi, all the workflow automation that will happen to the robotic through the agentic AI. So that is difference between generative AI and agentic AI. Now I'll give you examples. No, India is just like US have a Hugging Face, where you can deploy your models if really available. Same pattern, India has come in India AI mission. It's a 10,000 crore project. And Radha was asking, do we have any Indian LLMs? Yes, we do have Indian LLMs. 4 to 5 startups, they have been selected by government of India. Of course, Tech Mahindra is also one of them. See, one is the Socket AI, another is Gnani.ai, Sarmam AI, and one more. Four that have been shortlisted. Coming to Indian LLM, when OpenAI, Sam Altman, they invested $100 million, they developed the LLM Chat GPT. Our Indian CEO challenged them that as India as a country, we can develop similar LLM with 10 times lesser cost. OpenAI with the Microsoft, they spent $100 million. India itself, we have developed same LLM into $4 to $5 million. You can search the name. It's Sarvam AI, Krutrim AI. It's 11 language. Sarvam in 11 language. Krutrim AI 10 languages. Core over 2 AI. These are Indian developed large language models, equally competent. I'm not talking about the China. China has developed a DeepSeek that, of course, in $5.58 million. They have more than 700 billion parameters, but much more effective. But to compare India, we are also equally there. Only thing you need to hear, we need to have the data available. See, that's we are talking about the data is the while. Because in, say, Maghi itself, look at this region itself, there are different dialects. Someone will speak Maghi, someone will speak Bhojpuri, someone will speak some other language. So that data collection, real data collection is very, very important. You want to know that your own sovereign LLM to work perfectly 100%, we need to have the correct data available with us. Because data is the electricity, data is the oil. And I can tell you, potential-wise, there is huge potential. There is huge job opportunity. Of course, the speakers are there. We'll pass on the question to them. So I can tell you the target which we have, I'd say all the tier 1 organizations, like so Tech Mahindra itself, we have developed 200 agents developed by Tech Mahindra. Of course, TCS, Prakash, by much larger umbrella organization, maybe 700,000 agents, they would have developed that. And almost all these top 5 tier 1 organizations, they have their own sovereign LLM. They have their own large language models, which are helping the customer. For example, if I come across the software development life cycle, now customer is asking how we can reduce the cost of 30%. How can improve the productivity by 40%? As a Mahindra, as a brand, we are more in the auto sector. We have $15 billion that revenue comes from the auto sector. Whether it has to building, whether it has to know that identification of the car plus evaluation of the car. Also, we are working on Factory 4.0, where robotics and AI work in collaboration. And you won't imagine that. Nasik, we have factory in Mahindra, which manufacture car. There is 0%. That factory is run by the 0%. All because of all this technology. 4.0 has 0%, 0 employee in Nasik factory. So if we talk about the GDP growth, Bangladesh was the only country which was growing at the 9.6%. That's no dissolution has happened already. India, we'll talk about the India later. France, Germany, China. Anuradha ji, keep your eye and ear closed. Of course, they are developed countries. They are growing at the rate of 0.7 to 0.9%. Russia is 1.0% GDP growth. America is 2%. Growth rate is 2%. China is 4.8%. India 8.2%. So compare the growth. But of course, per capita income, there is no huge difference. Our per capita income, $2,400. China has $20,000. America has $50,000. So there is huge difference. And we are targeting by, say, 2047, our per capita GDP, that will say $20,000. So the way ahead, of course, a lot more work need to be done. But look at our population. No, Amitabh Kant was saying that 65% population is no below 35 years. That's a plus point with India. And if you talk about the growth perspective, during the COVID time, 30 to 40% people have lost the job. 30 to 40% industry was shut down. That's a fact, okay. Look at the revenue figure of any IT company. They have grown at the rate of 20 to 30% during COVID time. So I'm talking about the plus side of the technology, right? People all were working from home. So just wanted to convey a message to all of you. Equip yourself with the technology. Keep learning the latest technology. Primarily, of course, because AI is going to the future, sky is the limit. There is enough job opportunity, huge business potential. Whether you are going for a job, you are going for entrepreneurship, there is huge potential. Lot of opportunities there. And let me tell you very frankly, I can tell my own company. We are losing $1 million business because we don't have quality resource. We do have profile biodata, but it's written no AI, machine learning, cyber security. When we deploy them to the live projects, they're not able to perform. So we have quality resource, huge business potential, huge growth, lot more opportunities. Whether you become the entrepreneur, you want to looking for a job, there is huge potential. Only thing, need to sweat 24 hours. You should have that passion. Now I will tell you, because I come to Nalanda, my father was teacher in one of the school where Ramdhari Singh Dinkar had studied. Mokama. So I'll tell you one very small poet, because in limited time. He has said in Rashmi Rathi Kavita, you might read the Rashmi Rathi Kavita, okay. He is telling, यह सच है, विपत्ति जब आती है कायर को ही दहलाती है. यह सच है, विपत्ति जब आती है कायर को ही दहलाती है. सुरमा नहीं विचलित होते, क्षण एक नहीं धीरज खोते. विघ्नों को गले लगाते हैं, कांटों में राह बनाते हैं. मानव जब जोर लगाता है, पत्थर पानी बन जाता है. एक और कविता सुनाता हूं, आपको मोटिवेट करेगा उस चीज. वो कहते हैं, जब सूरज की तरह चमकना है तो सूरज की तरह तपना होगा. सूरज की तरह चमकना है तो सूरज की तरह तपना होगा. नदियों से आधार पाना है तो पर्वत छोड़ निकलना होगा. पर्वत पे तो आराम करके नदी रह सकती है ना, पत्थर से पहाड़ों से टकरा होकर के आती है, राइट. तो कितनी मेहनत करना पड़ता है. नदियों से आधार पाना है तो पर्वत छोड़ निकलना होगा. हम आदम के बेटे हैं, क्यों सोचे राह सरल होगा. थोड़ा वक्त लगेगा, संघर्ष जरूर सफल होगा. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now I would like to pass on queries to Prakash ji and Radha ji. Human connection through conversation, storytelling, and shared emotions is at the heart of culture. In which aspects of human-to-human interaction do you think AI could genuinely support us without replacing the human essence? Shall I repeat? It's okay.
No, I think, thank you, Pramod ji. First of all, namaste. Very happy to be here in Nalanda Literature Festival, and a great thank you to Amit ji and Ganga ji for inviting me here. So coming back to the question, how AI can, or human-to-human connections can be improved using the AI. So I have two points to say on this. So one is the AI should augment, and second is that AI can be a good local tutor for like the languages like Bhojpuri. They can be a very good tutor. So of course there are other aspects, but this too comes to my mind immediately, and I can substantiate with one example. So our team at TCS research team is working with the NTU Singapore and the Dayalbagh Agra University on the brain imaging part. So we conducted one pilot and showcased at the Cambridge University. It was like a storytelling to the children's, right? And there is a technique of neuroimaging where we can see how the neurons are firing in the brains of that, right? So that we can figure it out that how does it make impact, right? So 3 scenarios was taken. One was through the humans telling the stories to children. Second was AI enabled voice assistant. And third was the humanoid robot. And the results were very surprising. Of course, the AI generated voice was at the least in the score, and the human was the best, but it was very close for the humanoids. So very, very minor difference. So this is the current state of AI, and we believe that it will go beyond the capabilities in next 1 to 5 years. So such examples are very important, that AI can really help and augment. So we have to strengthen our culture, our society, but AI should not kill the culture, right? So these are some of the examples. Like storytelling is, I believe strongly that it should be something which AI, embodied AI, like humanoids, what you see here, right? Which Amitji had brought. Such can be a very, very, so these are the proven facts. And of course, there are other aspects as well. For example, the human will get the fatigue, right? Telling the story again and again. Even if you're our grandparents telling the story, sometimes it is a, and then there is also the children who listen the story are very curious to ask questions, right? So humanoids can take that with a patience. So this is my one point, and another is definitely the local language tutors, like I mentioned Bhojpuri as one, right? This AI assistants can be the really of great help. So these are my two small points I would like to say, the human, where they can be a better to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Prakash ji. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Give a big round of applause. Rodolphe, can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Concerning our work and how AI can understand literature and culture, I think AI cannot truly feel like human, but it can help people enjoy stories and culture in new ways. As example, in education, our buddy robots can tell stories, show pictures, and play sounds. He can adapt his voice and facial expression. So maybe in classroom, buddy reads interactive story to young children, using emotions and movement to keep them engaged. It's the same thing for children with autism. Buddies can use tools to help them to understand emotion and stories. We have different applications for that, and it's the same for senior. Buddy can read poems and tell life stories or play music for their use. But so no, AI does not replace the human storyteller, but with a robot like Buddy, they can share story with more people with emotion, especially for those cannot read or speak or express themselves easily. So it's very useful, but it won't replace humans. But with our Buddy robots, we can maybe do the link between the human and AI, and to give more emotion and empathy when the robots have to share like literature or culture. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
This is my answer.
I just wanted to show you, we have the buddy here with us. Okay. He is the center of attraction. Can you see the Rodolphe there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great. So thank you.
What a cute robot.
Thank you, Rodolphe. Thank you so much. 5 years from now, where do you see AI quietly entering our lives in language, education, storytelling, or culture preservation? Which changes excite you and which one make you cautious?
First, I wish to say good afternoon, and it's lovely to see so many students here. So you are the actual beneficiaries of all these developments that you mentioned. I also first wish to thank the organizers of this wonderful event in this glorious historical town of Nalanda, location of Nalanda. And so since time is advancing, let me try to develop an answer which covers everything you said. It's very complex, actually. So, yes, as our speakers have mentioned, you mentioned half full and glass half full, half empty. So, we are actually just in the beginning of all these developments. There's a lot of promise, obviously, but we don't know how long it will take to get there. Some of these developments may come very quickly. Some of them may take a long while because we don't yet have the innovations that are required to gather kind of the gain speed in these developments. So, but what I wish to say, I think the question was, what are the positive sides and what are the other like questions that might arise? So, after 5 years. Oh no, 5 years is too short, I think. I think we'll be still on a developmental curve and testing different solutions. I think 5 years may be a horizon which is really short term. But it may be enough for people to start getting excited about the potentials. Because I also think it depends on the applications. So I want to say something kind of contribute to this debate. Because it depends on all the use cases that are developed. Maybe you can explain to the public what a use case is. So that means AI has a lot of promise. It has like so much promise, and people even tell us, the promoters of AI tell us, we can do fabulous things. It's all in the potential. And then ultimately it depends in such a complex society like India, how you implement, like everything else. How do you implement and how do you actually address the actual hundreds of problems our society faces? So it's in like there is a proverb in English, the price is in the pudding or something like this. That's not the exact citation, I'm sorry. The taste lies in the pudding once it's made, right? So the pudding has the ingredients right now, and we are just putting into place the cooks that you need to make the pudding. I think all of you will be trained to do this type of work. So you need the workforce, but you also really need, I feel, and I'll stop with that and then maybe continue again. My personal take on the AI revolution to come, I don't think it's here yet. It's just coming, especially in India. Because my take on this is the following, that for me, the actual value of AI in society is its problem-solving capacity to address the multiple needs and lacunae that Indian society faces. So if you're going to solve those through storytelling or address, I think, okay, I'll stop with this. AI can work in very targeted applications like autistic children or medical situations, remote doctors, like where doctor cannot reach. So all these are absolutely fabulous possibilities. However, I think we have a lot of problems in India which have nothing to do with AI, which are political, which are systemic, which are also cultural. And I think AI will do its very best if we have a simultaneous, gradual solution of these other issues as well. I don't think by itself it will ever be a panacea. That's my point of view. Okay, thank you.
Before you start, I just wanted to finish what I think Anuradha ji has covered all the things. But since we are in Nalanda, I just want to add one thing. AI can really help us to preserve our literature, so which we lost in some time back or long back. But AI can really help us to archive those real, be it a painting or be it a literature or be it language, Bhojpuri, Maithili, all these things. And in university, we used to have that huge library, Dharamganja, right? That those kind of things we can really create, preserve at scale, I would say, before it is lost, because the new generation might not be able to. So it's a right time we invest in this and preserve at scale. So thank you very much.
May I just add a question to what you said? Are you talking about preservation or access? Because preservation, does that need AI, or is it access that needs
No,
AI?
so AI will help you to preserve at scale. Yeah. And you can get the prediction prescription from that, right? Very easily. But yeah, not the other one. Yeah.
You can take help from robotics. No, Amit ji is free for I think all of us. No, robotics.
Sorry, Anirudh. I
No,
think
so on lighter note, of course, robotics AI will generate the revenue. Off karna. See, it will generate the revenue. It will not generate the employment. Let's know there is a bright future for all of us. But अमित जी का रोबोट है, 500 लोगों की नौकरी पे ले रहा है. इमेजिन बोला 500 लोग हटा दूंगा, रोबोटिक्स काम करेगा ये हमारा.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, our panel.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Lighter note. So over to you. No, you can ask any question. Huh? All young generation. Anand ji बताइए.
How long will further will a chess grandmaster have a chance against an AI-driven chess program?
देखिए अनिरुद्ध जी, ये तो ऑलरेडी डेवलप किया हुआ है. It's already developed. I know. I think there have been multiple rounds that chess वाला आप कर रहे हैं. Only thing that we discussed about the data, right? Collection of the data. That is the area that we need to improve. Once we have that data, real data, मैं synthetic data की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, right? Once we have the data available, models are already available. मैं बात की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. India itself, I talk about them, 6 to 7 models we are already available. We will build that, okay? So yes. Thank you. Question for any young generation, Gen Z. Let them ask that question. पूछिए please. आर्मी का जगह तो नहीं ले सकती है. आर्मी को ऑगमेंट कर सकती है, आर्मी को हेल्प कर सकती है. आपने शायद पढ़ा होगा नहीं, हमारा जब ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हो रहा था, राइट? दैट वाज जो इंटीग्रेटेड कमांड एंड कंट्रोल सिस्टम, जस्ट लाइक इजराइल का डोम है, हमारा अपना ओन डिजिटल ओन सिस्टम है, जो कि बाकी सारे सिस्टम से टूल से डेटा लेकर के यहाँ से फायर करता था, राइट? दैट हैपेंड इन माइक्रो सेकंड्स. सो दैट विल नॉट रिप्लेस बट इट विल ऑगमेंट द आर्मी. इट विल असिस्ट देम. ओके, श्योर प्लीज. हाँ, इन लोगों से पूछिएगा, बता दीजिए पहले कैसे पूछे.
There is time for only one last question.
हाँ, पूछिए प्लीज. पूछिए 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 हाँ विल आंसर दैट पूछिए आप वो कैसे कर रहे हैं क्वेश्चन पूरा पूछिए कैसे सही नहीं कर रहा है
ऑफलाइन ले सकते हैं सर, अवेलेबल हैं, टाइम हो गया अगले सेशन के लिए, आप ऑफलाइन ले सकते हैं।
Here with us, and he really was actually he was messaging me the moment you were saying the poem because he doesn't understand Hindi, so he was asking me what he was saying. So I was trying to tell him that it was the like motivational and that's way. And he was very excited to intervene in between. So let me just give it to Rodolphe. Do you want to put some questions?
Yes,
Something
sure,
you
sure.
wanna ask about him?
Sure.
Okay, Rodolphe, can you say something so I can do a voice checking with you? The voice is not there. Where is Vinit? We need help. We can't listen to you.